Do you have one? One of these?
Oh.
All right, there you go.
And they moved it. Silver, Amy's house is. Okay. Their house is their yard, they'll live, just.
Hey, Leah, did we hear from Kate at all? Okay, okay, we'll give her a minute.
Oh, I don't know. Will come Christmas Eve, the 27th, people, I was like, oh my God.
Oh, I know.
But it's
I know
fun.
that's like, yeah, it's fun.
Oh, that's my. That's Kristen. How's Kristen? Yeah, she been doing this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we hadn't started yet.
Yeah.
No worries. You all set? All right. Leah, you good? Okay. I'm gonna call the quiet, please. We're gonna get started. Yeah. It's the Thursday, December 11th, 2025 Planning Board Special Meeting to order. We're gonna do a quick roll call. I have Mr. Klukes, Mr. Tibbetts, Ms. Wilson, Mr. Garso, Mr. O'Connell, myself, Ed Lopes. So we have a quorum. Next up on the agenda is the approval of minutes. We have two. We have we'll take them one at a time. We have the October 23rd, 2025 board meeting minutes. What's the board's pleasure?
Make a motion, we accept the October 23rd minutes as read.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Just one comment, I'm sorry. On the October minutes, just one word, small, page 3. This Mr. Tibbetts made a comment, not sure if it was visually directing. It should be distracting as opposed to directing, so just that one change.
We have that one? Okay. So we got a motion made and second. Any more discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. Next set of minutes is November 13th, 2025. What is the board's pleasure?
Make a motion to accept the November 13 minutes as read.
A motion made. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Tibbetts? Any discussion on the motion? Call for a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next up, we have, if the board is amicable, we'd like to move item 4 before item 3 because it's going to be a continuance. Ms. Hitchin indicates that Elm Street has made progress, but their lawyer reached out and asked if they could continue to January 8th. And for the record, that's Elm Street, Portsmouth Heights Subdivision Progress Report. We asked for an update. It was continued from the November 13th, 2025 meeting. What's the board's pleasure on that one?
The motion to continue the Elm Street Portsmouth Heights subdivision to January 8th. Okay, here.
Oh, you have a microphone.
Sorry. Make a motion to continue the Elm Street Portsmouth Heights subdivision to January 8th meeting.
That would be the 8th of January, 2026. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Next up is Chapter 405, Zoning Ordinance Text Amendments. Discuss and provide an advisory recommendation to the Town Council on proposed text amendments regarding the working draft revisions to the Sign Ordinance, Chapter 405, Zoning Article 9, Specific Development Regulations, Section B, Signs. This was continued from our October 23rd meeting and our November 13th meeting. We were awaiting receipt of some correspondence from the ACLU per our solicitor. And I think we have them, right? And what's your view on that, sir?
I guess I'll preface it by saying, we appreciate the input that the ACLU did there. They had to get a volunteer attorney to look it over. And, that's always tough to get somebody to put a lot of time in on a project like that, given our 30+ page sign ordinance. It's a lot to go through, and it's a tricky part of the law. The letter from the ACLU executive director indicates that if there was black and white, black letter law in the courts on these issues, it would be a lot easier to write these ordinances and review them. But it's not. So the two comments they had to do with non-permanent political signage. So in other words, we have a 90-day limit, I believe, and Leah, correct me if I get any of this wrong, but a 90-day limit in our proposal. And obviously political seasons get longer and longer. And so they thought maybe it was something to think about as to whether we have some sort of different definition for political signs in the campaign season or what have you. Their inclination is always to not limit speech in any way. Ours is to maintain the look and feel of a town. Those are obviously going to be in conflict from time to time. So something to think about, but I'm not sure something that's illegal. It's just more that they would prefer a longer window. The other issue had to do with the way we define works of art and public displays of art and things like that. It's a really, really tricky part of the law. One man's art is another man's trash, and how you do that in a fair and objective way is a challenge. So I don't necessarily have an opinion on their take on that. I think they're right to point out that no matter what we do, it could be problematic. So it's something worth thinking about, maybe discussing. But other than that, I was sort of pleased that they didn't have any, real red flags raised from the draft that staff and the consultants had put together.
So your note back to Leah seems very simple. There wasn't a lot of changes. I'm assuming those have already been incorporated based on your language here.
Yeah, I mean, the comments from the ACLU didn't result in any language modifications at this point.
Okay.
Again, it's sort of a policy decision, not a legal question. So I don't have anything to offer. If the town as a whole decides that they want to take those into consideration and perhaps suggest some modifications, I think everyone's open to that. But there was nothing that they raised that was legally problematic, at least as from the limited review they did.
Okay, thank you. Leah, was there anything you wanted to add about the comments from the ACLU or subsequently from legal counsel?
I tend to agree with our solicitor in that the planning department has spent an enormous amount of time trying to make sure that the content is neutral while incorporating the comments that the town council made earlier this year and trying to accommodate the requests from some of the farmers, providing a sunset clause on some of the other more problematic areas in town. And we did the best we could by remaining content neutral, specifically after the Supreme Court decisions of Reed and Austin that really changed some of the countrywide sign problems. And I think no matter what we do, we're always going to find ourselves in a pickle with some things, but at least the changes that we have made, we can provide some guidance to businesses that are just asking, what parameters do I have when I want to put up a new sign in town? So we can provide clear guidance, which the current sign ordinance is very vague on.
Okay. Thank you. So essentially outside of the few comments, the language that we reviewed on October 23rd is essentially the same.
Correct.
Okay. So before I go back to the board, I'm just going to ask, are there any members of the public that wants to speak on the petition for the sign ordinance? Yes, sir. Please state your name and address for the record.
My name is Steve Anderson, 234 Headley Street, Maplewood Farm. I think all farms and farm stands, breweries, wineries should be exempt from any sign ordinance in this town. I was one of the farmers that was targeted in late May and it affected my business. And I hope you, the planning board, take that into consideration. Thank you.
So, sir, all we're going to do is review the language and then we're going to forward it, if the board desires, to the town council for a final hearing.
That's okay. Do your job.
Okay. Okay.
I'm here to do my job as
All
a
right.
farmer.
Appreciate that.
Thank
Did
you.
any board member have a question for Mr. Anderson?
Feel free. I'm a farmer and I'll chit chat.
You were here last, so I appreciate that.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Any other members of the audience wish to speak on this petition? Okay, so we're going to officially close public comment. And then what is the board's pleasure? It's a recommendation advisory opinion to the town council. Can
Can I ask one question?
Please.
First, and maybe back for Leah. So we're essentially saying, language her, holds. I appreciate the comments and clarification from council as well. Are we, forwarding council's comments with the package if we're giving a favorable, opinion to the town council? Because there's still some recommended expansion of language, clarity type of thoughts, and I don't know if we're want to go through another iteration of that, or if there's a timeline getting this to town council.
The town council was really anticipating that we would have the sign ordinance earlier this year for them to chomp on. So I would like to get this to them so they can start reviewing it and have their first, second, and third hearing.
Okay.
I can honestly say that I have given my 110% in these revisions. I think Gio, our attorney, has reviewed it to the best of his ability. He's provided several comments, and I can't look at it anymore. My eyes are going cross-eyed. So I would like to provide this to the town council for them to review, opine on it. They may have some modifications, and I'm looking forward to hearing their comments.
And the correspondence from the ACLU obviously will be transmitted up, and I'm
Yeah.
sure I'll get the same question from the town council that you just asked, and I'll give the same interpretation. I think, the other point to make is that anybody, public or members of this board, will have the right, if there's something that you see in a week or two that you think, well, here's a way I would tweak this. That public hearing is certainly another opportunity, another bite of the apple if you think there's something you want to dive into.
Okay. Did that answer your question, Mr. Tippett?
Yes, thank you.
All right. So what is the board's pleasure? Again, this is a recommendation to the town council on the text amendments. Again, they will hold, as Ms. Hitchens said, a number of follow-on hearings.
I'll make a favorable advisory recommendation to the town council on the proposed text amendments as drafted for their final review and hearings.
Is there a second to Mr. Tippett's motion?
No second.
Second, Mr. Garso. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, I'm going to call for a vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? No opposed. Motion carries. All right. Next up on the agenda is public hearing, preliminary plan review, Turnpike Holdings LLC, applicant and owner for property located at 97 Turnpike Ave, being tax assessors plat 34, lot 4, zoned residential R20. The applicant is requesting preliminary plan approval of a comprehensive permit project pursuant to RIGL 53-4, the development of 24 residential units, with 6 units being designated as low to moderate income housing, or 25%. And this is under the comprehensive permit review process. This continued from our November 13th meeting. For the applicant, looks like Mr. Russell.
Good evening. How are you, Chairman, members of the board? Nice to see everybody again, and thank you for your time.
John, can you just give us your name and address for the record?
I will,
please?
yeah. I'm
Just thank you.
Opening this up. Thank you. Have my cheat sheets here, so. Okay, good evening, Chairman, members of the board. John Russell from Adler, Pollock and Sheehan, 49 Bellevue Avenue in Newport, Rhode Island, here on behalf of Turnpike Holdings LLC with respect to its preliminary plan for comprehensive permit review. So I'm here, as I said, on behalf of Turnpike Holdings LLC with respect to its property at 97 Turnpike Avenue here in Portsmouth. Just before we get into the presentation, I just wanted to introduce the members of the applicant as well as our experts who will testify in front of you this evening. Starting with the applicant, we have Joseph Locascio, one of the owners from Portsmouth, and Matthew Hadfield, the other owner from Middletown, Rhode Island. We have Lynn Small from Northeast Engineers, James Houle from Houle and Associates, and Walter Heller from Parr Corporation. And as I mentioned, it's myself and my colleague Patrick Coyne who will be assisting as well. So with that, I thought that, Leah, could you kindly put, thank you. Appreciate that. I thought that we could start with the existing conditions of the property. And as soon as that's up, we'll start there. It's better with the podium here because I can see. Where's his last?
That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, just to give a general oversight. So currently existing on the premises is a single family home with 2 bedrooms and 1.5 bathrooms. The existing dwelling is uninhabitable and structurally unsound and has been vacant for over 10 years. In addition, there is no septic system currently serving the existing dwelling. There's also located on the premises a barn with a footprint of approximately 300 square feet. The barn is also vacant, structurally unsound, and uninhabitable. And if the board recalls, we've had 2 technical review committees and meetings with the department heads, as well as a comprehensive review in front of this board. And it was the request of the board for the applicant to look into the suitability of potentially using the barn and the home in the future. And as the board is aware, and as we presented at our conceptual review in front of you, the applicant used exhaustive efforts. We had inspections completed of both. Both the reports came back and said that they're unsuitable, unsound. And also the applicant brought in a third-party nonprofit group, I believe from Massachusetts, is that correct? From Massachusetts, that specializes in barn restoration, sort of artifacts and that type of thing. And they looked at it and determined that there was no intrinsic value in any of it. And they didn't want anything, both structurally or with the interior of the barn. So the applicant looked into that for the board, and unfortunately, both of those structures are just unsound and unsuitable going forward. Now, why we're here tonight is the proposed use of the premises. As the chairman mentioned, we're here under a comprehensive permit under Rhode Island General Law 4553-4 to redevelop the premises or the property to build 6 new residential buildings. So it'll be a 24 unit in the aggregate project, 6 buildings, each with 4 units in them. 6 of the dwelling units are proposed to be affordable housing units that will be sold to households earning up to a maximum of 120% of the area median income. And 18 of the dwelling units are proposed to be market rate units. The proposed use, which we'll get into in a minute, for the premises is further depicted on that preliminary plan set, updated and prepared by Northeast Engineers and Consultants, dated as of December 3rd, 2025, which we'll walk the board through in a few minutes. We also have the proposed use and the landscaping plan as depicted on the landscaping plan entitled Conceptual Planting Plan, prepared by Infinity Design Group and dated February 28th, 2025. And the board has seen both of those before. So as depicted on the plan, the proposed use will provide 54 total parking spaces, including 2 ADA compliant and accessible parking spaces. And we'll talk about the juxtaposition, I can't even talk, interplay, juxtaposition of the state statutes as it relates to the town zoning ordinance in a few minutes. But under Rhode Island General Law 4553-4, the Low Income Moderate Housing Act, there's only, the requirement is 1 parking space per unit. So under the state law, which was codified in Article 19 of the Town of Portsmouth zoning ordinance, the applicant would only be required to have 24 parking spaces. That said, the applicant preferred to put 54 in there, thought it was, obviously beneficial to the owners from a safety and traffic flow perspective as well. I would also point out, and we'll get into this in a minute, under the state law and the zoning ordinance in Portsmouth, and we'll go through the calculations, Mr. Chairman, in a little bit. But the applicant would be permitted to about approximately 26 units by right. And instead, also, the applicant decided to reduce that number to 24, again, to fit in with the surrounding community. And they wanted to do a very good job and felt that that was better and less intrusive than having 26 units in larger buildings incorporating more units, hence the 6 buildings with 4 in each. Regarding the proposed timetable for the commencement of construction and completion of the project, the applicant owner anticipates that construction will commence once all final approvals for the project are obtained, and the goal is to have it completed within 18 to 24 months from commencement of the construction. Obviously, that depends on permits, inclement weather, and timing these days, construction costs and timing, et cetera. The construction of the project is planned to be phased, but the applicant has not specifically determined what that phasing will be as of yet. Housing Network of Rhode Island is the entity that will monitor the long-term affordability of the low and moderate income units. I'd also point out the applicant obtained, as it's required to do, a letter of eligibility from Rhode Island Housing, which is in the submission that the board already has. Okay, I think that's it there. We talked about parking. And so before we get into the legality and presentment of the experts, I thought we'd talk about the zoning district and the relevant legal authorities, sort of how this is handled. So as the board is probably aware, this is currently located in an R20 zoning district with a multifamily incentive overlay district. And the purpose of the overlay district is to encourage the development of affordable and low and moderate income housing in the town of Portsmouth. This overlay district provides certain development bonuses as alternative and in addition to those otherwise available under the existing zoning district, in this case R20. This project is primarily governed by Rhode Island General Law 4553-4, as I mentioned, the Low and Moderate Income Housing Act. And following that enactment, the town of Portsmouth, as mentioned in Article 19, codified the requirements under the state legislation. So that's sort of, the lay of the land, Mr. Chairman and members of the board, the overarching project. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have for me before we start with our expert testimony on direct.
Any questions for the petitioner before we get started on anything?
yet.
Go ahead, Ryan.
No, not yet.
Not yet? You guys good over here? Go ahead. Dave.
Sure.
Did you mention that by right you could have 26?
Approximately 26 based on the square footage. And when we go into our discussion of the relief that the applicant has requested, I can walk the board, if you so pleasure, through the square footage and how we got to 17 is allowed under the town of Portsmouth ordinance, and then with what they call the density bump with the state legislation allows for 3 additional units for every acre that the project consists of. And this project has 3.2 acres. So we got from 17 under the zoning ordinance plus the 9 from the state legislation, which we'll call plus or minus 26 units because it's 3.2. It's not exact.
That answer your question, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
please proceed.
Sure. So in short, the applicant owner will enter legally competent evidence into the record this evening to support our positive findings with respect to the applicable standards. Okay, so with that, could I bring up Lynn Small from Northeast Engineers? Hello. Ms. Small, can you state your full name for the record and spell your first and last name, please?
Geraldine Small, Geralyn, Small, Small.
Mr. Chair and Planning Board members, Ms. Small has been recognized as an expert.
Oh, 6 Valley Road, Middletown.
Mr. Chair and Planning Board members, Ms. Small has been recognized as an expert, as a registered engineer many times before this planning board and other planning and zoning boards throughout the state of Rhode Island. We respectfully request that she be recognized as an expert tonight.
Can we get a motion to recognize Ms. Small as an expert in the field of civil engineering?
I'll make a motion to recognize Ms. Lynn Small as a professional engineer expert in land
Civil.
survey.
Civil and site engineering. We have a first, do you have a second?
Second.
All right, first and second on the motion. Any discussion on the motion? I'll call for a vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Please proceed.
Ms. Hitchens, would you mind bringing up the concept plan from Northeast Engineers? Is it okay to start with that? Your plan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The ones dated December 3rd.
Yes, please.
It's that.
It's the set.
And she.
And members of the board, what we thought we would do is Ms. Small will start with an overall general discussion about what we're doing in terms of the buildings, et cetera. And then after she gives a review of the whole facility and premises, we'll go through the relief that we're asking. We'll point out on the plan where that relief is. Do you want to order? Here you go. Which plan do you want to start with? C4. Ms. Hitchens, would you mind going to sheet C4? Is that C4? I can't. Perfect. Okay, the floor is all yours.
Oh.
Ms. Small.
Okay.
Try and speak it, Lynn, can you just try and speak in the mic because it's so we can pick it up for the recording? Thank you.
Absolutely. So the project is located on Turnpike. And as the attorney went over, there's an existing farmhouse and barn on the property. We will be demolishing that, putting in a new access driveway that provides a entrance into the development. It's not a public roadway, but it will be meeting the standards of a town roadway, because we don't want it to fall apart or anything. And it goes into the project and then does a cul-de-sac, which has been sized appropriately to meet fire access. We do have a drainage system in the front of the property, which addresses the stormwater that would drain to Turnpike. Basically, the site is split in two. Right where it turns to go to the east, it is approximately where the high point is. So everything south of that point drains towards Turnpike Ave. And everything else drains north and east, to the project. So we have two main drainage features that are going to provide the stormwater mitigation and treatment for the development. Everything that drains towards Turnpike will be captured and it's going to be run through a sand filter. So that provides you water quality treatment. You're all familiar with this process. 1 inch over the impervious surfaces that are proposed. This captures basically the dirty stuff that comes off of the site. And then it goes into a detention basin, which will provide stormwater mitigation to reduce that peak runoff so that we are not discharging flow from this project under proposed conditions at a higher rate than under existing conditions. Now, we do tie that outlet on the front right into the catch basin in the state road. There's an overflow structure you'll see on it, but that structure is not used unless we have a clog or something. You have to put it so that you can control where the overflow is. If there's a, if the whole pipe gets failed, if there's a big clog in it and the system for some reason has to overflow, you need to direct that so that it goes out towards the road versus towards someone's home. But it should never get used with the proper operation and maintenance of the system. The second drainage system we have is in the rear of the property. We have an underground sand filter, and that will provide the water quality treatment for the impervious surfaces towards that area. And then the larger storms run through a detention basin, which is on surface. We've pulled that basin in from the corner of the property so that we can discharge it across a pretty decent length of lawn before it gets to our property line. So that is that triangular piece in that corner that you'll see on the northeast side of the property. Those are your two major drainage systems for the property that will provide water quality treatment and mitigate the stormwater. We have septic systems on the development, as with every project in Portsmouth, sorry. Basically, 2 buildings go into 1 leach field. So we have 3 leach fields on the project. There is 1 leach field between the first 2 buildings, another leach field between the second 2 buildings, and then a third that is in the very, very back. We did a number of test holes on the site to find the best areas for these septic systems. They will be pre-treated, and we have put them in areas where they will have a grass surface. So we don't have sand filters all over the place. That will be a bit of an eyesore. So this will add to the green space that we get to have for this project. As the attorney went through, we have parking. There's parallel parking along the shared driveway as you come up. And then there's parking in front of each cluster of buildings. And then around the cul-de-sac, we have parking as well. So it's pretty evenly distributed through the project so that we can make sure each resident has parking within the vicinity of their home. We will be bringing a water line in through the project, and we've worked with the water department to make sure that we've placed that as they would like. They will do another review of this as we move forward, but they have asked us to loop that water main through the project. Apparently there is a dead end line that needs to be better managed. So that is why you'll see our water line extends past the end of our cul-de-sac and runs down our southern property line and then turns south off-site into an abutting property, and it will connect into the end of an existing line. That line work there should be considered somewhat approximate because it has not been vetted 100% through the water department, other than we've done the loop to where they want. So I don't know if it'll have the bends as we show them, but it will complete that exact loop. We will be bringing electric into the site as well. And that is basically your utilities that we propose for this development.
Mr. Chair, members of the board, before we move on, did you have any preliminary questions for Ms. Small at this point?
Go ahead,
Sure,
Ryan.
Ms. Small, this might be more education for the audience or the abutters. Can you confirm for the stormwater runoff, what year storm you're designing for?
Right, so according to the state regulations, we designed for the 1, 2, 10, and 100-year storm.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the board for Ms. Small? Okay, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So at this point, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, we thought that we would go through the request for our variances and go through each one of them. And if you have any questions, obviously, we're happy to address them. The first variance that the applicant is requesting is under Article 19, Section F 10C of the zoning ordinance. And this is again in the overlay district, requires a minimum side yard setback of 25 feet. And we're requesting on each of the buildings some relief on the side yard of the property. So on the easterly side of the property, if you start from Turnpike, the first building in is building 1, and then it moves back around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 that you can see on the plan. And Lynn, which one shows? Is it this too? C4? With the setback lines? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ms. Hitchens, if you'd mind going back, wouldn't mind rather, to C4. Bless you.
There's 34 attachments here. It's like.
No, I know. Take your time. And just as an aside, we measured we're measuring from the property line to the foundation of each of the buildings. And as we go through, we'll show you the one for each. I know it's a little hard to see, but you could probably see it a little bit better on your plan set in front of you. So with respect to building 1, which is the closest building to Turnpike, we're requesting a 1.9 feet side yard relief facing north there. And you'll see a line through each of these buildings. I would point out that it's not 1.9 feet or any of this relief that we're asking for each building across, the whole length of each building. It varies due to the positioning of the building. So the first building 1, we're requesting a 1.9 feet of side yard relief. Building 2, moving in from Turnpike, 6 foot 3 feet of side yard relief. With respect to building 3, 7.1 feet of side yard relief. With respect to building 4, 2.6 feet of side yard relief. With respect to building 5, we're asking for 7.9 feet of side yard relief. And with respect to building number 6, we're asking for 6.4 feet of side yard relief. And it's all set forth on your plan set. Again, the applicant set up the property proposed development this way based on site flow, safety, and again, to make it look, fit in with the surrounding community, et cetera. So that's why the position of the buildings are where they are. They really spent a lot of time in looking into this and felt that it was better with 6 buildings than, as I said, 1 or 2, which they could have done. And there's also renderings in there that you can see of the buildings, which we'll get into in a little bit. So that's the relief with respect to the side yard relief that we're requesting. If you have any questions,
I
please.
just wondered, did I see that you had to increase the size of the cul-de-sac? Was that because of the fire chief?
Yes, when we were working on another project in Portsmouth, we had the fire chief actually use the vehicle and went down a cul-de-sac to get real radius information. And we use that to make sure we meet that requirement here. It's actually 1.5 to 2 feet larger than what the town's code requires from the fire department, because I guess their truck doesn't go around a circle as tight as they thought.
But what you're depicting there, that radius, that's,
Works for our truck,
okay,
yes.
got it. Thank you.
And at the second TRC, as folks are aware, we spent quite a bit of time with the fire chief, just vetting the cul-de-sac, the parking and the driveway in particular.
Any other questions for Ms. Small? Okay, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The next request for a variance that the applicant is seeking is in Article 19 or from Article 19, Section F, 10, subsection F of the zoning ordinance. It states that the maximum building and parking area coverage allowed is 40%. Based on that requirement, the applicant owner is requesting a 6.2 relief from the maximum building and parking area coverage requirement. And as the board may know, that's a combined percentage. It combines in the ordinance both the parking and the building together.
Didn't you say earlier too, some of that is due to the number of parking spots you're proposing?
That's correct.
Okay. So you said 24 required and you have 54.
24 required, and we're proposing 54.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any questions from the board on that?
No, keep going.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, moving on, our third request in our application, as updated, we're going to withdraw on the floor because it's not needed, and this relates to the density and the number of units, which Mr. Garceau asked about, which we'll go through in a minute. So our third request for relief in our application, I'd like to withdraw if I could, Mr. Chairman.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. And this was the request under Article 19, Section F10G, subsection 1 of the zoning ordinance, establishing that the project shall provide 8,000 square feet of buildable land per unit.
And that directly relates to the density bonus, is that why?
That's correct. That's correct. And if you'd like me to go through that, I'm happy to.
Any members
that
of the board
helpful?
want to?
No, but just to be clear, I'm tying it back, the density bonus consideration you get for LMI applies to density. The other things you're seeking waiver on, you don't get any additional bonus bump relief because of LMI.
That's correct. That's correct. Good question there. So I have the calculation here. I can read it into the record just so everybody has it. Just the relevant facts. As I mentioned, the property is approximately 3.2 acres in total. This equals approximately 139,000 square feet. As I mentioned, we're in the zoning district R20 with the multifamily overlay district. Under this section of the ordinance, a buildable land area unit per unit would be 8,000 square feet. Our current unit request is 24 units, as you know. So using the square footage of the property and using the multifamily overlay district section of Article 19, the number of units allowed without the applicable density bonus would be 17. And we arrive at that number by taking 139,000 square feet, again, which is the total square footage of the property, and dividing that by 8,000. And then, as I mentioned, under the state statute, Rhode Island General Law 4553, 4, subsection B, 1, 4, you're allowed 3 additional units per acre of land. So that would give us 9 additional units. And so we take the 17 that's allowable under the town of Portsmouth zoning ordinance, plus the 9 that is afforded by the state statute under the comprehensive permit component, would give us 26 units allowed. And as I mentioned, the applicant felt that 26 units was too many, and they decided on 24, 4 in each of the 6 buildings, as you can see before you. So that's my foray into math for the evening, hopefully. But I hope that answers your question or provides clarity on how we got to the unit number.
Does the board have any questions on the density calculation? Okay, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Appreciate that. All right, moving on to our fourth request, or I should say third at this point. Under Article 19, Section F10J of the zoning ordinance states, the maximum building height 2.5 stories, not to exceed 35 feet. Based on that requirement of the zoning ordinance, the applicant owner requests approximately 1.5 feet of maximum building height relief for buildings number 1, building number 2, building number 3, building number 4, and building number 5. And also requests approximately a 2.1 foot height relief of maximum building height relief for building number 6. And I'll turn this over to Ms. Small to address how Portsmouth handles the grade and height measurements, which we also presented at the TRC.
Right, so, yes, as you all know, the maximum building height is measured 35 feet from average existing grade. That's through the footprint of the structure. What we wanted to make clear to the board is that these buildings are not 35 feet tall. The reason why we're asking for this relief is because we've graded the site so it runs more uniform, so we get those septics without mounds, so that the stormwater drains, and we have a uniform slope basically throughout the property. And what that does is it puts the building that's about 32.5 feet tall on top of some fill, and that is forcing a few of them to be or many of them to be over the maximum 35 foot measured from the average existing grade. So when you're driving through this project after it's built, nothing's going to feel like it's over 35 feet tall. It's under 33 feet from the ground that you're standing on.
So you're compliant from the front facade of each building.
We're compliant after the fill is in place,
Right.
yes. And the fill is in place because we have an elevated water table and we're trying to make, no septic mounds and the site just smoother.
Oh, good.
I just had one question. So I think I saw in the write-up, you are going to go before design review, correct?
We offered at the last TRC, if that was the pleasure of
Yeah.
the staff and the town, we would be happy to do that.
Okay, because I know you do have some nice roof lines, and that probably is what kicks the building up, but we certainly want to know what the design review committee has to say about the exteriors, please.
Sure, we're happy to do that, and we'll work with Ms. Hitchens and staff to schedule that. Okay, thank you. Any questions from the board with respect to that request for relief?
Any questions on that one? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The next item for discussion is with respect to Article 19, Section F1001 of the Portsmouth zoning ordinance that states, where more than one building is erected on a lot, it shall be separated from any other building by a minimum of 100 feet, and all buildings shall be set back a minimum of 55 feet from the center line of any interior way and 30 feet from any parking area. I'll turn it over to Ms. Small just to walk through that a little bit, some of the design and the measurements. But again, the applicant felt that this was a better design for site flow, and also to give the units some sense of privacy, separate them as well, versus putting it in one or two buildings, which they could have done, and in their opinion, wouldn't look as good as having the six buildings. So Lynn, Ms. Small, would you mind just walking briefly through, the distance?
Sure. So basically, this relief request is a direct result of the configuration of the lot itself. It's kind of long, narrow, and it has an L shape to it. The attorney is correct that we could have put the whole project in two structures and met that code. We could have put them 100 feet apart, could have put parking lots so that they met that criteria. But we wanted to make something that didn't feel as commercial. And these structures, once they're built, will be more of a residential level in scale. And what that does is it has us, we have to bring the shared roadway or driveway in on one side and then put the buildings right there. So we do have the parking that's going to be in front of the structures along the roadway as you go up and then around the cul-de-sac. When you put all those things together, you end up with the structures are closer to the parking areas and they're closer to that travel way that will be shared by the people who live in this development.
And we'll get in a second to the actual specifics for each building. And one point of clarity that I left out, if I could go back to the initial setback discussion on building number, which one was this year now? Is that 5? My eyes are 6. My eyes are killing me. So I know.
I think this one's fine.
Okay, so building number 5, it's the northeasterly one on the plan in front of you. I had previously mentioned to you that with respect to the setback relief, we had measured to the foundation. On most of the building, that's true, but you'll see in buildings 5 and 6, it's measured to the, there's a porch on the southerly side of that building where the cursor is. And then on the building to the north, you'll see the porch, if you will. It's an entranceway, which is also within the setback. So I just wanted to make that clarification. I apologize for leaving it out. Okay, 6 and 5.
Yeah.
Got it. See, I need my glasses after all. So with respect to that relief that we just went through with the building and the interior way and the parking area, here are the specifics per building. So we're requesting the following relief from the minimum requirements for building separation. So with respect to buildings number 1 and 2, 40.4 feet of relief from the distance between both of those buildings. With respect to buildings number 2 and 3, we're requesting 42 feet of relief from the distance between those two buildings. Moving on to buildings 3 and number 4, we're requesting a 36.6 feet of relief from the distance between those two. And finally, for buildings 5 and 6, we're requesting a 78.3 foot relief from the distance between those two. And with that, does the board have any questions on those requests for relief?
Any questions on the building relief between buildings? Okay, hearing none, keep going.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Moving on, the applicant owner requests the following relief from the minimum requirement for the setback of the buildings to the center line of the interior roadway, which is the roadway obviously into the premises. For building 1, we're requesting relief of 25.3 feet. With respect to building 2, also 25.3 feet of relief. Building number 3, and even 25 feet of relief. Building number 4, 1 foot of relief. Building number 5, 2 feet of relief from the center line. And finally, building 6, we're asking for 2 feet of relief. I'm happy to answer any questions that the chair or members might have for that.
You have a question, Mr. Tibbetts?
No.
All right. Keep going,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Moving on, applicant owner requests the following relief from the minimum requirement for the setback of the buildings to the parking areas. With respect to building 1, and again, these lines are all set forth on the plan set in front of the board in the submission package. 12.3 and 11.9 feet of relief for building 1, 1.4 and 18.1 feet of relief for building number 2, 15 feet and 10 feet of relief for building number 3, 7.3 feet of relief for building number 4, and 8.4 feet of relief for building number 5, and finally 8.5 feet of relief for building number 6. Any questions of the chair or the board?
Hearing none, I guess we keep going.
Okay, thank you. So we'll move on. Lynn, I have some follow-up or Ms. Small questions for you. Based on your knowledge of the project and your experience as an engineer, very good one. Were you able to form the opinion to a reasonable degree of professional certainty as an expert in your area that aside from the zoning relief requested by the applicant, that the proposed development is in compliance with the standards and provisions of the municipality's zoning ordinance and subdivision regulations?
Yes.
Thank you. And in your opinion, is it in compliance with the standards and provisions of the zoning ordinance and subdivision regulations, aside from the relief, requested by the applicant here tonight?
Yes.
Thank you. Further, based on your knowledge of the project and your experience as an engineer, were you able to determine whether there would be any significant negative impacts on the health and safety of current or future residents of the community and areas, including but not limited to safe circulation of pedestrian and vehicular traffic, provision of emergency services, sewage disposal, availability of potable water, adequate surface water runoff, and the preservation of natural, historical, or cultural features that contribute to the attractiveness of the community?
No, there'll be no negative impacts as a result of those. We meet all
Thank
the
you.
life safety requirements.
And your determination was that the project would not result in any significant negative impacts to the health and safety of current or future residents related to those areas that I just mentioned, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. And in connection with the previous question, you were able to determine that this development does not create any significant negative environmental impacts, environmental hazards on the value and use of the property, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. Based on your knowledge of the project and your experience as an engineer, were you able to form an opinion to a reasonable degree of professional certainty as an expert in your area as to whether all proposed land developments and all subdivision lots will have adequate and permanent physical access to a public street, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. And your opinion was that the project will have adequate and permanent physical access to a public street, correct? Okay, thank you. 3 more. Based on your knowledge of the project and your experience as an engineer, were you able to form an opinion to a reasonable degree of professional certainty as an expert in your area and field regarding whether the proposed development will not result in the creation of individual lots with any physical constraints to development, that building on those lots according to pertinent regulations and building standards would be impracticable unless created only as permanent open space or permanently reserved for a public purpose on the approved recorded plans?
Proposed development will not result in any adverse, correct?
Thank you. Okay, and just to follow up, in your opinion, is that the project will not result in the creation of individual lots with any physical constraints, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. And then Ms. Hitchens, would you kindly bring up the landscaping plan that is in our packet, please?
Counselor,
Thank
before we move on, could Lynn just give the board a brief summary of where we stand on permits, DEM,
Absolutely.
access,
This
RIPDs?
requires a few state permits. We're over an acre of disturbance, so we're required to get a RIPDs permit. We are on a state road, so we're required to get a physical alteration permit from the DOT, and we have septic systems within the development, so we're required to get septic system permits from the DEM. All of those permits are ready for submission for review for the state. We haven't made those submissions yet, but we have the packages pretty much ready to go.
But your water table data supports your septic?
We've already done the test holes. They've been witnessed by the state. Everything you see on these plans is fully engineered. It's just subject to the state review.
Got it, thank you.
Okay to proceed, Mr. Chair?
Sir.
Thank you. So in front of you is our proposed landscaping plan that was submitted from Xfinity. It was in the original submission and carried along throughout the process. I would note that Mr. Hadfield and or Mr. Locascio spoke to as many abutters as they could. If you've been to the site or you've seen the pictures in our presentation, there's quite a bit of natural, currently existing vegetative buffer out there. In the areas where the applicant felt that more was required, they have committed to doing so, and it's set forth on the landscaping plan in front of you. And I can point out, I know the church property on the northeast side had approached the applicant and requested some different trees and or vegetative buffer, and the applicant and the abutter agreed on a form of vegetative buffer that was sufficient to the applicant. So they've spoken to as many people as they could and committed to, keeping with the existing buffer and placing additional plantings where necessary.
So just to be clear, I know we had some questions from abutters the last time, so you've accommodated those additional plantings on this plan?
The one, actually, I don't know, Lynn, do you know that? Did they put?
Know that we supplemented what we had originally proposed at the concept plan with additional plantings along the perimeter to provide additional buffering. The specifics of those plants, I don't know exactly, but I do know that they are like evergreen type so that they stay vegetated year round versus losing their leaves.
Mr. Chairman, to follow up, I'm not sure to answer your question. If they are updated on the plan, I'm happy, if you'd like, I can bring up Mr. Hadfield to speak to his discussion with the abutter and what they ultimately agreed to.
Mr. Tibbetts, do you have a question?
Sure. Sorry, you may have mentioned this at conceptual, and you may not know yet with post-construction, but I'm seeing some version of phasing plan that you have based on sales or pre-sales. Of course, that could stretch out the construction duration, and on the abutters, the noise, dust, impacts or encroachment. Could you refresh us on maybe how the screening or plantings help mitigate that, if that's on the back end after construction, or some combination of the two, or more on the front end to start growing and filling in the gaps?
Sure, that's a great question. So my understanding, and again, we can call up Mr. Hadfield if you'd like. My understanding is that the phasing would likely start from the phasing of the construction, that is, would likely start from Turnpike and move northeast, building 1 and then building 2. The existing buffer that's out there already, the vegetative buffer, is pretty hardy, in our opinion, to the extent that more that we needed some sort of fencing or shielding to deal with that. We could certainly look into that. We've worked with the applicant a number of times over the years, and they're very good with compliance with that and working with their neighbors. So I don't have a specific answer for you, but
It
yeah.
might be early, yeah.
Mr. Tibbetts, do you want to hear from one of the project owners about the discussions with the abutters on specifically the vegetation, or no?
I mean, if they've already spoken to an extent with the butters, I guess I'm interested in
Sure.
hearing that if you want, or
Well, we can,
start
wherever
listening
you
to
want to
butters.
place that, that's fine.
Sure, we can bring up Mr. Hadfield just to talk about that, if it pleases the board.
Sure.
Matt? One more. Hello, Matt.
Hello.
State your name and address, please.
Matt Hadfield, 294 Valley Road, Middletown. Do you want to-
Yeah, sure. Mr. Hadfield is, as I mentioned, one of the owners of Turnpike Holdings LLC, and it's my understanding that you had a discussion with one of the abutters about the vegetative buffer, and you and they came up with some sort of arrangement. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, when we first started, we sent an email, followed up with a phone call to every direct abutter. One that said she wasn't in favor of it. We tried to go back and forth and we talked, but the church group asked if we'd come in and meet with them. So we met with them, and one of their biggest concerns is the trees we had would shed a lot. We didn't know that when we put them in there. So we changed the trees out to non-shedding trees. They were concerned about their septic system that they just put in by the yard. So we made sure that everything was pulled back from the back of the lot. We opened the invitation for anybody to talk to us or to meet. They were the only ones that asked to meet.
So is it the complete east lot bound?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
like the
one you
farthest
worked on?
right.
Okay,
Yep. And honestly, this is going to be condos. So, I mean, we have the same feel. We have to make screening for the residents that purchase that. So if there is a gap or there's a construction and we see something, we tried to fill in everything we saw, but part of it was trying to keep it the way it was on the edges. It's pretty much all grass in the middle, but it's all shrubs and different trees around the outside.
And Mr. Hadfield, the darker green is the areas on the plan where you would intend.
Yeah, that's where
Bolstering.
it was skimped, pretty skimpy on the existing vegetation. So we infilled that to try to complete the perimeter.
anybody have any questions for Mr. Hatfield on the vegetation? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Set, Matt, thank you. Okay, and Ms. Small, lastly, based on your expert opinion, is the landscaping plan and the proposed plantings contained therein presented by Infinity Design Group appropriate in your expert opinion for this type of project?
I mean, as far as a civil engineer, yeah. I'm not a landscape architect and I don't want to pretend I am or get myself in trouble.
Thank you.
Got it.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, did you have any other questions for Ms. Small?
Any questions for this witness from the board? Okay,
Thank you. Okay. Moving on, our next expert is Mr. Hool from Hool and Associates. Would you kindly come up, Jim? Okay. Thank you, sir. Mr. Hool, can you state your full name and address for the record and spell your last name, please?
James Houle, Houle, 198 Union Street, Portsmouth.
Mr. Chair and Planning Board members, Mr. Hool has been recognized as an expert in appraisals, land use planning, and the comprehensive plan many times before this planning board and other planning and zoning boards and courts around the state of Rhode Island. We respectfully request that Mr. Hool be recognized as an expert this evening.
can we get a motion to recognize Mr. Poole as an expert in the field of planning and appraisal?
Make a motion to approve Mr. Hool as a expert witness in planning.
And appraisal.
And appraisal.
I'll second.
We have a second. So get a motion made in second. Any discussion on the motion? Call for a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before we go into the direct, I just wanted to point out that you have Mr. Hool's report and the submission materials that we submitted from the outset. So with that, Mr. Hool, we engaged your services to analyze this project under the standards of the comprehensive permit, correct?
Yes,
Okay, thank you. And can you confirm that the board has a copy of your report that was submitted and dated as of August 17th, 2025?
yes,
Thank you. Part of your analysis opined on whether the proposed development is consistent with local needs as identified in the community's affordable housing plan and/or has satisfactorily addressed the issues where there may be inconsistencies. Is that correct?
that's right.
Thank you, Jim. And based on your investigation, were you able to come to an opinion to a reasonable degree of professional certainty as an expert in your area that the proposed development is consistent with the needs of Portsmouth as identified in its affordable housing plan and that the applicant has satisfactorily addressed any issues where there may be inconsistencies, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
Would you like me to? explain?
Please. Thank you.
So when we look at the comprehensive plan, I mean, we know that housing is a critical issue right now everywhere, Portsmouth included. We're short of dwelling units in general in terms of low and moderate income. Portsmouth right now, at the latest, I just checked on it today, is at 3.5% of the 10% requirement of the state for low and moderate income. So when we're looking at a project that is going to add a tremendous amount of dwelling units as well as 6 LMI units, low and moderate income units. So it's very much within, when I look at element 4, especially of the comprehensive community plan, it talks about the diverse stock of high quality, safe and affordable housing. It's throughout element 4, it speaks to the need and the fact that the state has encouraged greater density and development of more low and moderate income housing. So I feel that when you look at this project, it really does satisfy that particular need. Also, when I look at the comprehensive land use plan, element 12 talks of specifically infill lots, using infill lots. That's exactly what this is. It's, centrally located, previously used lot that really is not going to take a lot of open space land anywhere else, that it's going to concentrate in an already developed area. So for that matter, it also really fits into the comp plan requirements.
Thank you, Mr. Hull.
Really,
Appreciate it.
I just had one question for Mr. Hool. What's the dispersion of the LMI units throughout the?
oh, that's a good
Development.
point. They're one LMI unit in each building. So one of the requirements, of course, of the LMI is to not concentrate all the LMI units in one building or one section of a building. And this is, exactly what they are looking for, is that the LMI units are spread evenly throughout the whole development.
Thank you.
Any questions of the board of Mr. Hool? Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Hool, you also analyzed whether the proposed development is in compliance with the standards and provisions of the municipality's zoning ordinance and subdivision regulations, and or where adjustments are requested by the applicant, that local concerns that have been affected by the relief granted do not outweigh the state and local need for low and moderate income housing, correct?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So when we look at this, first, that the final point that you made is very important, that the need for the affordable housing outweighs, in my opinion, certainly the exact zoning requirements in terms of the waivers and variances that are being requested. But I think it was really a very strong point that was brought up a couple of times earlier, that the variances are really necessary because of the dispersion of the buildings on the site. That these are all 4-unit buildings, they're evenly placed throughout, so that they're spread, so that they're not concentrated, they're broken down visually. The impact is a lot lower than it would be if they built one large building or 2 large buildings. And we've seen that happen frequently in these projects where we're using infill lots that developers try to fit them into single buildings. Newport just approved 30 some odd units in 2 buildings on 1 acre. And you have really a striking visual when you're putting all the units in one building, but by spreading them out and asking for the variances, it's much more in harmony with the surrounding area.
Thank you. And the applicant, to further that, tried to make these units, each of them, private homes, if you will. There's separate entrances, there's patios. So they really tried to make it, as I mentioned, separate and give you some space. Okay, Mr. Hool, as to the relief requested by the applicant, are you of the opinion that local concerns that have been affected by the relief granted, if any, do not outweigh the state and local need for low and moderate income housing?
Yeah, I mean, that's the same answer. It's very important to have the low and moderate income housing.
And we looked today while we were curious with the approval of the previous project, the church community, the addition of the 100 units and how that would affect the percentage of low to moderate income housing in the town of Portsmouth. And even with those units, it's still around approximately 5%, if that is indeed constructed. So the town is still below, obviously, even with the addition of that previously approved project.
To expand on that, the recent studies have shown that Portsmouth is something in the range of about 500 units short too. And so by adding 100, you're still over 400 units that is necessary.
Thank you. Any questions so far?
Anything for Mr. Hool from the board? Okay, please press
Thank you,
on.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Hool, you also analyzed whether the all low and moderate income housing units proposed are integrated throughout the development, are similar in scale and architectural style to the market rate units within the project, and will be built and occupied prior to or simultaneous with the construction and the occupancy of any of the market rate units, correct?
Yeah, we talked about the dispersion, but we didn't touch on the fact that these are equal units to the market rate units.
That's right.
So that's a very important point.
With similar materials, construction,
The
exactly.
grade is exactly the same.
Exactly.
I think our ordinance says that you can't, it's got to be imperceptible. Is that? what you-
Yes.
Yes. Yep. Mr. Hool, you also analyzed whether there would be any significant negative impacts on the health and safety of current or future residents of the community in areas including, but not limited to, safe circulation of pedestrian and vehicular traffic, provision of emergency services, sewage disposal, availability of potable water, adequate surface water runoff, and the preservation of natural, historical, or cultural features that contribute to the attractiveness of the community, correct?
That's right. I rely on the engineering, but we've been through technical review and all these issues in terms of the health and safety and the physical layout and plant and runoff have been discussed ad nauseum, and they are satisfied generally throughout. In terms of the attractiveness of the streetscape, I think that again, this gets back to having 6 well-designed, architecturally compatible buildings on the site. And I think that that's important to the attractiveness of the community.
Thank you, Mr. Hull. And lastly, as a real estate appraiser, you are attuned to impacts of environmental hazards on the value and use of property, correct?
Yes.
Based on your knowledge and review of the application materials and the presentation here tonight, were you able to and are you able to come to an opinion to a reasonable degree of professional certainty as an expert that this development does not create any significant negative environmental impacts?
I believe it does not. Again, technical review went through a lot.
That's right. And just to reiterate, we had 2 technical review committee meetings, very helpful, received a lot of input, and thank the department heads and the staff for assisting us with those. So with that, does the chair or any members of the board have a question for Mr. Hool?
Any questions for Mr. Hool? Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Okay. Okay to proceed, Mr. Chair?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'd like to introduce our next expert, Walter Heller, from PAR Corporation. Mr. Heller, if you'd come on up. Okay. Mr. Heller, can you describe Can you state your full name for the record, spell your first and last name, please, and provide your address?
Walter Heller, Heller, 53 Associates Road, West Falmouth, Mass.
Thank you, Mr. Heller. Can you describe your educational background briefly as it relates to traffic engineering?
Yeah. So I have a BS in engineering, civil engineering. I am a licensed professional engineer in the state of Rhode Island, and I have over 30 years of experience.
Thank you, Walter. Appreciate it. What licenses or professional certifications do you hold in the field of traffic engineering?
So that is my professional license in Rhode Island.
Okay, thank you. And you mentioned the number of years you've worked as a traffic engineer. And where do you work currently?
At Park Corporation.
Thank you. Mr. Chair and Planning Board members, based on Mr. Heller's substantial resume and the fact that he has testified in front of this planning board before as an expert, as well as other planning, zoning, and
One clarify, not in front of this plan board, other plan.
okay, thank you. I misspoke. You've worked quite a bit in Portsmouth, though. I respectfully request that Mr. Heller be recognized as an expert tonight. I have a copy of his CV if there's any appetite, Mr. Chair, that you'd like to have that.
What's the board's pleasure?
I'll go ahead and make a motion to recognize Mr. Heller as a professional engineer and expert in civil and traffic engineering.
Thank you.
Is there a second? Ms. Wilson, any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Please proceed.
Thank you very much. Mr. Heller, the applicant engaged your firm, our engineering, to prepare a traffic memorandum in connection with this project, correct?
Correct.
And is it your understanding that traffic memorandum prepared by your firm was submitted to the town in connection with this application, correct?
Correct.
And you previously
John, can I
testified.
ask you one question? I'm sorry,
Sure.
but the memorandum is the one that was originally submitted. That hasn't changed, right?
That's correct.
Okay, and that's dated May 20th, 2025.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. And you previously testified that you're a senior vice president with PAR Engineering, correct? Okay. And you have previously prepared traffic memoranda similar in form and substance to the traffic memorandum that was submitted to the town in connection with this application, correct?
Correct.
And you have had the opportunity to review the traffic memorandum in advance of your testimony here tonight, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. Mr. Heller, can you briefly summarize your findings as set forth in your traffic memorandum, please? And if you could sort of walk the chair and the members of the board through what type of data, the specs, and the, everything that you used to come up with this traffic designations and such that you have in your report of May 20th, 2025.
Well, good evening. Thank you for having me here tonight. Tonight, I'm going to summarize the traffic study methods, the industry standards that we followed, and our conclusions regarding the traffic capacity, safety, and sight distances with this project. As it's been stated earlier, this project consists of 24 two-bedroom units across 6 buildings, and the new redevelopment will add sidewalks and a single driveway connection to Turnpike Avenue. The site is surrounded mostly by residential land use with some schools, medical facilities, and commercial uses nearby. So our study, we looked at Turnpike Avenue and proximity to East Main Road, which is a singleized intersection, approximately 950 feet south of this project. We also looked at Freeborn Street, which is about 425 feet south, and we looked at Route 24, which is 0.5 miles north of the site. Turnpike Avenue is classified as an urban collector, meaning it collects local roads to arterial roads like East Main Road and 24. It has wide lanes, shoulders, and sidewalks on both sides, typical for this type of classification. It has 13-foot travel lanes, 8-foot shoulders, and the posted speed on this road is 25 miles an hour. The site is also well positioned between a signalized intersection that I spoke about to the south and Route 24 interchange to the north. Drivers leaving the site will have a multiple convenient option to enter into the regional roadway around it. The traffic generated will naturally spread out into the different directions. This prevents concentrated impacts on any one intersection. So some of the drivers will go south to the East Main Road. Some of the drivers will go north to Route 24, and some will use the local streets on Turnpike. Our analysis follows the national standards for traffic engineering and uses the following sources. We use the Institute of Transportation Engineers Trip Generation Manual. It was the 11th edition, which provides the trip rates for land uses. We also use the ESTO 6th edition, which sets the national site distances and also roadway design standards. Why do we use these? Well, one, they're nationally recognized throughout the nation. Two, they're based on 1,000 or more field studies over the years, and they're also required and accepted by DOTs and municipalities as well throughout the country. We also collected crash data, which directly came from the Portsmouth Police Department. And we conducted field surveys on 2 separate occasions. So we are using the same tools and methods which are used for DOT, federal, and municipal reviews throughout the country, ensuring that the board has a true assessment of the traffic going forward. Now I'm going to jump into our data collection. So during our data collection, you mind if I?
No, you go ahead. Happy to.
Sorry about that.
That's why I brought them. A couple extras.
All right. So during our data collection and our field observations, we went out there on Wednesday, April 30th during the morning peak hour, and Thursday, May 1st during the afternoon peak hour. We noted minimum cut-through traffic at Freeborn Street, less than 30 vehicles an hour cutting through Freeborn. We did see occasionally quarrying up at Turnpike and East Main Road on the southbound, but once the light actually changed, that cleared the whole intersection. So no one there was actually stuck for multiple cycles of that light when we observed it. Our operations were our overall assessment of the road was very typical of what you would see for a urban collector that has nearby commercial and school uses on it. During this time, we did observe speeds at 35 to 45 miles an hour, even though it was posted 25 miles an hour. So you have a lot of vehicles going about 10 to 20 miles an hour over the speed limit during this area, which I'll actually get to a little bit more when we get into the site distances as well. So that's what we found out in the field when we were out there. And then, so now I'm going to jump into the trip generation. So our assessment, and according to the manual on excuse me, let me take a little more here. Our assessment on the trip generation actually came from the ITE manual itself. And from that manual, it really generates low volumes typical of a small resident use like this. Total daily trips were estimated at 173 total, which is a quite low number. I know that might seem large to some people here in 173, but that's over the entire day. What we saw for the weekday peaks was 12 in the morning, 12 trips for the peak hour in the morning, and we saw 14 in the peak hour in the afternoon. Now, this is 3 cars actually entering the site and 9 cars leaving it. That's how that breaks out. So in the morning, you have 9 cars leaving, you have 3 coming back. And then in the afternoon, we were looking at, let me read right here. We had about 8 cars entering, which makes sense. People are coming back from work. And then you had about 6 exiting, which may be going to their kid's softball game or something along the way. So the one thing though that we did see was actually the highest peak was on Sunday when we did our study. We saw that on Sunday you would have a peak of 19 trips. Again, this would be 9 entering and you would have 10 exiting. Now, on Sundays, we usually don't have a typical range like we do of a specific time during the week. It's more over the mid-morning to early afternoon. You'll start seeing that volume in there. And that peak is for 1 hour during that time frame that you'll see the cars. So even during the busiest hour of the week, Sunday peak, I mean, you're looking at 1 vehicle per 3 minutes. These volumes are not significant enough to affect any operations on Turnpike Avenue. There's no anticipated impacts to Turnpike Avenue travel lanes. There's nothing for East Main Road and Turnpike Avenue intersection that's going to be affected, or the local side streets. So what we're seeing is these volumes are too small to alter any level of service on the roadways that surround this. So I don't know if we want to take questions there, or you want me to keep going?
Mr. Chair, members of the board, any questions so far?
You good?
I have one at the
Yeah,
end.
go. Okay, we can do it at the end, sure.
Sorry. Sometimes you just ramble on, so
No,
I apologize for that if it
it's
is.
me that's gonna ramble.
All right. So now going on to our safety review. So we reviewed a 3-year crash history provided by the Portsmouth Police Department. Over the 3 years from 2022 to 2024, there were a total of 36 total crashes. And in that 3-year period, majority of these crashes were near East Main Road, down by Clements. So, and a lot of these were angle collisions, a rear-ended, or even a side swipe, which is very typical of what you would see in more of an intersection type of thing. And a lot of times these type of collisions are more due to driver error or driver behavior than really road design and how it's set up. Out of the 36 crashes, 29 were concentrated around the commercial area right at East Main Road, and 14 of those crashes occurred at the entrance to Clements Market. Only 3 crashes had non-fatal injuries, so they were actually 3 out of the 36 were taken away in an ambulance and 0 were non-fatal. So we had no fatalities at this intersection. So like I said, anything around our site here, there hasn't been the crashes. Really, it's been down at that intersection down by Clements. So I don't know. I'll keep going then on to.
I just have one
Sure.
question on the Clements intersection. We noticed from a prior petition that the traffic engineer identified some abnormalities at the intersection, mainly some pieces that weren't working, the buried strips, et cetera. Did you notice any of that? Did you analysis get into that at all? Was it functioning properly?
From what we've seen, it was functioning properly. I didn't see anything noted on
Okay.
any of the field reports when I
Yeah, it
was.
had to do with the signalization, so
Yeah.
great, thank you.
So. All right, so get into the site distances here. So looking at the site distances, now, like I said earlier, we observed this to be 35 to 45 miles an hour. So in our analysis, we actually looked at it for 45 miles per hour, being more conservative in our approach. So if you look at this with 45 miles an hour and you go to the ASHTO standards for the stop and distances, the stop and sight distance at 45 miles an hour is 360 feet. This is for a vehicle to come to a complete stop. So that is a person's reaction time, hitting the brake and slowing it all the way down to zero. It will take 360 feet. Now, we also looked at the intersection stop and distance, which is 500 feet. So this is a little bit longer because it takes into account perception. So somebody has to realize somebody's coming onto the road, then they slow down, and then they stop to avoid any collision at that intersection. So with that, you have 360 and 500 are the two standards that we are measuring against. When we went out into the field and we've measured this, when you look at the intersection and you look down the road, we could see greater than 500 feet. So we actually meet or exceed both of those criteria for sight and in intersection. So just to kind of say that again, field measurements showed that both available sight distance and intersection sight distance exceeded ASHTO minimums for 45 miles an hour. We did, however, recommend that vegetation be cleared back about 15 feet from the edges, just to ensure that these sight lines stay visible and open. And also we recommend that in the future, they keep up on the pruning of these plants to keep any landscaping back to ensure that safe enter and exit from the site.
Excuse me one second, Mr. Heller, and the vegetation that's there now is pretty high if you've driven by it, but the applicant will remove that at the outset of the construction of the new proposed project. So that has to come down, and as Mr. Heller mentioned, it would likely be low grade, vegetation there. Make it look nice, but not impede on site views, etc. Sorry to interrupt.
No worries. Thank you. I could use the break. All right. So honestly, the driveway has a safe and compliant sight distance. So in conclusion, I'll be wrapping up what we have found in a summary. Trip generation from the 24 unit development is low and manageable. It'll have no effect, no significant impact on any roadway capacity or safety from what we found. Crash patterns do not indicate safety deficiencies at the site. And the required ASHTO site distances are met or exceeded. The project generates low volume, minimum peak hour impact. Crash patterns do not indicate safety deficiency, and overall, the development will not impact traffic operations. And that's what our findings have safely found, that you could enter and exit this site. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Heller. Mr. Chair, members of the board, any questions, obviously, feel free before we.
Go ahead, Mr.
To hang around.
And do and bear with me because the first part of this is really directed at you, but we've talked about this a few times. So I just kind of want to restate for the record that I'm a civil PE as well, not state of Rhode Island, and I don't consider myself a traffic engineer, but I've kind of go back to East Maine and the accidents. I've lived in 6 states and 3 countries, and wow, this is more dangerous than anywhere else I've lived already. And it's not fair to you as the petitioner, but we see this theme every time where it's like the individual developments are having these minimum adverse impacts. It's not fair to you to look at the rest of the build out, but we already have a lot of residential units in the pipeline, and we have full build out potential, including petitions like yours with density bonus waivers. We're going to have even more population, and it's more just the conversation that it ties back, that we need to have some level of conversation within the town of because it's going to cost a lot of money, but is it worth that? And have that discussion at least to, should we do a more comprehensive study within the town to look at, should we be doing something differently? Because I don't put it on you, but I'm curious. Park's got a great reputation. He's still one of my guys too. But with your experience in other towns, have you done any level, town level build out type of thing, or am I making this up?
No, there is, you can do town planning and traffic studies throughout the town and look at things like that. The one thing with this is you're actually dealing with a ride-out road.
Right.
So it's a lot, you really have to go through ride-out with this, and I believe that that intersection is being studied by ride-out at this
That's a
time.
good point. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for this witness from the board? All right, thank you.
Thank you. One more question for you, Mr. Heller. And lastly, based on your knowledge of the project and your experience, are we able to determine whether there would be any significant negative impacts on the health and safety of current or future residents of the community related to safe circulation of pedestrian and vehicular traffic, correct?
Correct, yes. I don't see any significant impact on this community.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
And steal the water.
That's okay. That's allowed. Thank you. So, Mr. Chair and members of the board, I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have up to now. But at this point, we've concluded our expert testimony. And if you're going to have public comment, that's obviously up to you. I'd like to just reserve the right to make, any final remarks or a final remark or two.
Any questions for Mr. Russell? Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. And yes, we'll allow you to address any comments of concern.
Thank you very much.
So at this point, we're going to open it up to public comment. I would ask that you come to the podium in an orderly fashion, state your name and address for the record, and speak clearly into the microphone if you have any comments to make.
Good evening. I'm Tom Grebe, and I live at 110 Thayer Drive. Tonight, I'd like to call your attention to a rising concern that this section of town tonight's project is not equipped to handle the large increase in density that is currently being planned over multiple developments. This is due to both geographic constraints and the infrastructure limits. The result is not only quality of life issues, but also health and safety concerns. Viewed in isolation, as Ms. Small, Mr. Houle, and Mr. Heller did, tonight's project, or probably any single one of the area's numerous proposals, might seem manageable. But when all the developments in this corridor are considered together, a very different picture emerges, one that should concern any vigilant planner. To understand the scale of what is being proposed, it helps to look at the actual numbers. Portsmouth is about to add 54 units on Bristol Ferry with the Addie Bethune House. A block away at the corner of Bristol Ferry and Turnpike, 2 more developments with a total of 40 units have preliminary approval on a little over 3 acres. The subject of tonight's hearing, 24 additional units, lies less than a mile south of that corner on Turnpike. Less than a mile north from that same corner on Bristol Ferry, another 24 units are being planned. Elsewhere on Bristol Ferry, the Narragansett Bay Club is only about half complete. Of its 152 approved units, 78 remain to be built or sold. In total, over the next year or two, approximately 225 additional housing units are planned to be built within this short, geographically constrained corridor. Even at a less than average 2.2 residents per unit, that will mean the Turnpike and Bristol Ferry corridor will have to support added trips for about, about 500 new residents, plus their guests, their service vendors, their deliveries, and their visitors. These numbers do not include the Sunny Acres property across from Addie Bethune, which is currently for sale and will probably also be redeveloped at a higher density. Furthermore, not all local traffic increases are coming from new residents or the normal yearly growth in traffic. Ragged Island Brewery on Bristol Ferry
hosts several events weekly that are increasingly popular. Some have drawn as many as 1,000 visitors. Nearby, the Senior Center at Eddie Bethune will soon reopen after a 4-year hiatus. This means resuming daily meals, classes, games, and events for its more than 650 senior members, further adding to the present high volume of local traffic. Some planning board members should remember Turnpike and Bristol Ferry's historical context from 2014 when the so-called road diet was proposed for traffic calming. The concept was almost rejected by RIDOT due to the traffic volumes over a decade ago. It was ultimately approved, but only after a trial period and the banning of left turns from Boyd's Lane onto Bristol Ferry in order to manage the traffic congestion. This corridor is one of only 3 exits off the island. Traffic exiting Aquidneck Island here is constrained by the 2-lane Mount Hope Bridge, which has both capacity and maintenance challenges. The nearby shoreline and the existing local build-out eliminates options for any additional routes to that bridge. This isn't a short-term constraint. It is a multiple decades-long reality until that bridge is replaced. To make matters worse, when delays build up on this corridor, the traffic backs up into other town areas. Simply put, this choke point in Portsmouth is the wrong location for developing numerous increased density residential projects, including the one tonight. The local geography and traffic infrastructure cannot support this increased density, and there is no alternative route. Similar infrastructure constraints are likely true for other utilities like water, gas, and sewage. That is because the long-term infrastructure planning for this area contemplated adherence to the original local zoning code. Finally, this section of town is one of only 3 tourist entrances to Aquidneck Island, and the inviting rural residential character of this section of town will be fundamentally altered if the cumulative impacts of these many projects are ignored. I urge the Planning Department and the Planning Board to take a broader view of the development of this area of Portsmouth, to evaluate tonight's project not in isolation, but together with the impact of the many other projects, both proposed and already underway. Then and only then can it be ensured that growth, density, and structure sizes remain within the infrastructure constraints, and the development is consistent with our comprehensive plan. Only this way can the safety and health of this area be ensured, and its natural beauty, a key factor to attracting tourism to the island, be preserved. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Any questions for this witness?
Thank you again.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm David Reese at 66 Freeborn. Now, I didn't write out something quite as great as that, but I do have a few concerns, and I'm right down the street from this, so I see a lot of it. One of the biggest things I saw, this is a restricted access facility with only one egress to the property, and that should be considered in the decision. Now, if you look at the road and the way it's set up, if something happens to property number 1, like a major fire or something like that, the rest of the people don't have any other way out because there's no other egress in there. There's no way for any other facilities to get to them if there's any other emergency going on at the same time. That's a concern that I see with just having the single egress. Also, due to the location on a busy major road, which leads to the only 2 major exits from the island, Mount Hope Bridge and 24 entrance ramp. The residents, and I see this happens to me, the residents are going to experience extreme difficulty in exiting from the development roadway. Now, that's a traffic problem in itself, as they're trying to get out into Turnpike Avenue. By human nature, this will lead to impatience, resulting in risk-taking when entering heavy traffic. Obviously, the chance for accidents increases. And I'm trying to get out of Freeborn Street onto Turnpike a lot. And there's hours there in the morning from probably 6:30 till maybe 9:30. And it's only by the grace of God when both lights at the Bristol Ferry and down at Clements are coordinated such that you can get out of there. So, I mean, all the traffic studies in the world can show things, but I'm just going to tell you from practical experience. And that's where a lot of some of the accidents, I don't know that we mentioned that, have occurred. And that's right at Freeborn Street, because people use that as a cut through because it goes over to West Main Road. So that's a concern that human nature may be, and that wasn't taken into consideration. And you can't put a signal light there or anything. The medical center, that they provide an alternative exit onto Freeborn Street on the other side, because they were aware of the difficulty of all that traffic entering onto Turnpike Avenue. And the only other thing I was concerned about, and this is a problem that we're having, we've been studying this in the council, as far as drainage on this island. If anybody knows where Portsmouth Park is and all the problems we've had down there with septic, that's a major problem. And this island is like basically solid rock, and it's like frosting on a cupcake. The water goes down to a certain level, it hits the ledge, and then if you're on the downhill side, it goes right out into the bay, into the river. So I'm just wondering if proper soil studies have been done to ensure we don't end with a situation similar to Portsmouth Park, where the effluent drains to the underlying ledge and then flows downhill to basically along the level between the two to the river, because that property is at a high elevation and does slope in. That'd be a long-term test. I don't know how you do that. And the development is not really a proper fit for this location. Okay, thank you. Any questions?
Any questions for Mr. Reese? We will go back and revisit with the applicant on the septic systems, but we did ask specifically, their water table tests were favorable and they're ready to submit.
But it takes, you know how you can do like the studies at Portsmouth Park. It didn't occur till like years later.
Sure.
But the real thing I had a question with, what happens to if something has a fire or something in the first condo and you got no other way to get out for the rest of the people? That blocks them all in basically.
Well, we did ask them originally if there was any opportunities to work with some of the butters, but
I mean, you'd have to have a separate road that went through the medical center or someplace like that you could get fire equipment in and around to the other side in case something spread.
The opportunity didn't present itself, but I know that technical review, the fire chief did review the plan that's before us right now.
Well, I'm an engineer. I always look for things.
Sure.
It's a terrible thing being an engineer. You're always thinking of crazy things.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Christopher Ferris, 98 Turnpike Avenue. And my biggest concern, I agree, we do need affordable housing, but my biggest concern is the traffic. Traffic is ridiculous on Turnpike Avenue. And if you check with the police department, I leave my house about 6:15 to go to work, and some days it takes me 10 minutes to get on my driveway from traffic coming down Turnpike Avenue. It's ridiculous. It's usually a police officer posted at the Bank of Newport tracking down speeders and people that run the light constantly. So really, the traffic scares the crap out of me coming out of a place that's right across the street from my driveway. It's just going to make it hotter. And they talk about the water runoff. If their water runoff backs up, it's going to end up in my driveway or in my cellar. And I really not looking forward to that. Thank you.
And again, we'll have the developer reiterate the drainage base in the front. It is directly tied into the state system, so, but I'll have them comment on that too, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Kevin Fennessy, 2774 East Main Road. Is it possible, Ms. Hitchin, to bring the first slide that was up again?
The first one?
Yeah, that showed.
This one.
Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, that one's okay. If you look at, looking at the screen and on the right side of the property that we're talking about that abuts the Martin property, that is approximately, well, and as the engineer had stated, from the center of the property we're discussing tonight, that is the highest point at the top of the hill. So everything that's going to flow in the westerly direction will flow toward Turnpike Avenue. Anything that's going to flow in the northerly, it's actually northeasterly direction, is going to flow onto the Martin property. That property is approximately 2 feet at the wall, that separates the two pieces of property, is approximately 2 feet higher, which means that any overflow, and trust me, inevitably, there will be an overflow when you're putting that much density on 3 acres of property that formerly had simply fields, farm fields. The Martin property is a farmed field, and it's many times in the course of the winter, and my property is just a little bit off to the northeast of the Martin property, and almost within the 200 foot limit of notification as an abutter. But I've seen, especially in the wintertime, in a heavy storm, let's say you have a snowstorm, for example, and you have a foot of snow on the ground. And then immediately after that, as you probably all well know, we oftentimes will get a bad rainstorm. And that volume of water will rush down the northern part of the Martin property, okay, which is a field, and you would think, yeah, okay, it's a farm field. That, most of that water would be absorbed. Well, it's not. And the same thing is going to happen with this piece of property if this is approved, because no catch basin or any other way, unless you diverted the field, diverted all the water with a culvert to go out to somewhere, and I don't know where it would go, there's definitely insufficient amount of holding area or surface area to be able to absorb the water that's going to come down. I'm not an engineer, but I have lived on and near both of those pieces of property all of my life. And I've seen over and over and over again, the farmer that farms the field, he's here tonight, Steve, takes great care to make sure that the water that comes off the Martin property doesn't come over the wall to me, and it doesn't affect Ms. Martin's homestead either. And the swale that was developed in order to contain that water was undertaken by her father and myself many years ago in order to avoid that kind of runoff. So it's not a case of saying, well, yeah, we're going to contain it this way, we're going to contain it that way, but you can't contain water when it's a situation where you have an incredible amount of water, and we've been having increasing numbers of storms that have had a deleterious effect on this whole island. I just think that there has not been enough, and because this development is of, area-wise impact, and they're asking for an awful lot of variances that, I don't know, it just seems to me to be a little extreme. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Any questions for Mr. Fennessy? Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Good evening, Mary Ellen Martin, 2752 East Main Road. I'm the Martin property that Mr. Fennessy was speaking about, directly abuts this proposed development. Before I get into my specific concerns as an abutter, I just wanted to provide the board with some photos and context, just for context purposes, of the traffic that the gentleman previously spoke about on Turnpike. I underwent my own traffic study, but unfortunately, the person that I had conducted was unavailable for tonight's hearing, and he does have video footage that is available for the board to review at a different time. This is what's coming over the Mount Hope Bridge every single day to and from. And like that gentleman said, it starts at about 6 o'clock in the morning and it doesn't stop until roughly about 10 a.m. This is the traffic directly in front of the proposed site of the development. Again, same time, about 6 in the morning till 10 o'clock. That's every day, Monday through Friday. And he also went out on non-peak times on Turnpike, roughly a Sunday morning at 8 a.m. And you're still seeing heavy volume of traffic on this area. And as stated before, the board really needs to look at all the development going on in town, not just this individual project, because less than, a mile down the road, we have the proposed development at Sprague Street that's going to impact this traffic pattern, and the senior center that's still under development. And we just don't have the infrastructure for it, and we just, obviously, and as Mr. Tibbet said, I don't understand quite what the criteria is when you should undergo a feasibility study. With all these developments going on in town, I don't understand why one hasn't been conducted on a town level. I don't believe it's up to the individual developers. They're not aware of everything that's going on in town, but I do believe the planning board should look into that, as well as working with the town. For context purposes, for my personal concerns as an abutter, as Mr. Fennessy said, I'm really concerned about the runoff. I haven't seen the septic plans. I don't think that they've been developed yet. Again, for context purposes, this is my property, and this is how close. It's only separated by this area of fields. This is the barn that will get torn down, and this is the property line. This property here is active farmland. This property has been in my family for over 100 years. This area here has been farmed for generations, and it's currently being farmed by Maplewood Farms. As Mr. Fennessy spoke about, the runoff is of great concern. If this soil gets contaminated, we lose almost 4 acres of viable farmland in town. And I'll see from Maplewood speak to that a little bit more.
Steve here, your farmer.
Just state your name again and address for the record.
Stephen, 234 Headley Street, Maplewood Farm. So my family's been farming that field for a long time. This is a bottle of water. If I pour this bottle of water out, does it go up or down? Does it go up or down?
It will go down, sir.
Right. Have you ever seen water flow up a hill? My neighbor's a dairy farmer, and pardon my English, I've never seen shit from the cows go up the hill. We're downhill. This field that I'm farming at the Martin property is, I believe, 1.5 feet higher in elevation. Now, I'm not an expert. I didn't go out there with a ruler, but I have a pretty good eye. Maybe I closed the wrong one. I don't know. The septic, E. coli. Does anybody like to eat poop? I don't. I don't want to see any leaching into the property. I don't care how fancy of a septic system you have. It's going to leach into the ground. Just look at the green grass on most people's properties. It's not rocket science. It's not engineering. It's just observation. I'm just a farmer. And you want to talk about the traffic? Go to Clements and sit at Clements Market from 3 o'clock to about 6 o'clock. When you're done, go to Clements and support them, get some food. The traffic is up to the hill here to Town Hall every single day. I think you guys know this. I refuse to pull up to Headley Street and go take a left to go down the hill. It's like suicide. Good luck doing that. Now, I heard that the fire truck had a hard time making a turn in the cul-de-sac. One would think maybe the project isn't going to work and restructure how you're going to do this. I'm not an engineer. I'm just a farmer. Some days I probably should be a comedian, but I've never seen water flow up a hill. Our farm on Headley Street, I noticed, was flooding out one day, and I couldn't figure out why. I know it comes from the neighbor's land. That's obvious. But I couldn't figure out it's a lot more. It's coming from the West Main Road. And there's a lot that was cleared.
I gotta bring you back to this petition,
I know.
not the West.
I've
Main.
never seen water flow. The point of it is they cleared a lot on the West Main Road and it floods to the neighbor's lot and then floods to ours. The point is I've never seen water flow up a hill. That was my point.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Any questions for Mr. Anderson?
Enlighten me. I'm just a farmer. I know it's late. Everybody's tired. Probably should stand up and stretch. So, the crops, I think I did. I wrote notes. I don't normally do this. So, thank you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm John Camisa. I live at 2714 East Main Road, and I'm an abutter to this project. If you could leave that up, that's good. I have a question for you guys to start with. You're showing that water line there that's coming across right behind my pool and down my driveway. Is that correct?
Yeah, you gotta talk into the
Oh,
mic, Jan. Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. They're showing a water line, and I know it's not their thing, it's the town's water, but it's going through the backyard of my property. Is that correct?
The water department, we met at the PRC.
Yeah.
And that's what they had.
Okay, no, that's fine. I understand. They're responsible for it. I just wanted to know what was coming. That's all. Thank you. This has been quite an enlightening session, and I'm going to throw most of my notes here out because they've answered a lot of these questions. I have not discussed plantings alongside my property with, is it Matt? Is that right? He did approach me at one point. I was hoping the project would go away and I wouldn't have to do that, but here we are. So maybe sometime or other we can do that, because we would certainly need some privacy planting up by my garden and basically the whole length of where our property is. I'm sorry, I'm talking away from the mic again. One of the wastewater, all of the comments that people have made, I can confirm. I live in a house that's 120 years old. When we get a heavy rain, the water table rises to the point where it comes through cracks in my basement floor. As has been said a couple times, it runs down the ledge, and there's very little cover in that whole area. And I know because I garden there and I have to dig holes to plant stuff, and it's always hitting ledge. My biggest concern with all of this project was the number of variances. When I counted, there was 54. Now they've withdrawn some of them. because of the density bonus waiver, and I am not familiar with that. I don't know what it is. I was under the impression that Article 19 of the zoning code, the zoning ordinance, is the governing law. So can you tell me what is the relationship between the density bonus waiver and Article 19 of the zoning ordinance?
Sure, I'm going to let Ms. Hitchin give you a more thorough explanation, but essentially what it does is, because this is a comprehensive plan and and they're requesting a density bonus, they're allowed to go in under a different review process according to state law. Ms.
Yeah, I
Hitchin.
understand it's a different review process, but what law prevails? Article 19 says in it, the last paragraph in it, where do I have it written down
I
here?
can essentially
It's,
answer.
it says that it's the most stringent is the one that governs. If there's a conflict in regulations, the most stringent is the one that's supposed to be applied. That's the last paragraph in Article 19. So obviously, a 8,000 square foot buildable lot size per two-bedroom unit is more stringent than 24 or 26 or whatever it is that they've come up with. So if Article 19 is the governing law, the zoning ordinance, then that should be the limit to the number of units that they can build. If the density bonus waiver supersedes Article 19, then what they're saying is absolutely correct. I don't know the answer.
I can tell
But-
you the answer.
Yeah, go right ahead, Leah.
Huh?
I can, to
You
the
know
best
the
of my ability, explain the answer to you. Article 19 is within our zoning ordinance. It's called the Low and Moderate Income Housing Ordinance.
Yep.
And originally it married quite well with the chapter Rhode Island General Law 4553-4, which is the low and moderate income housing or comprehensive permit application, which is the married low and moderate income housing for at the state level. And it had been very much the same for many, many years until the last couple years when state legislation had made many, many changes to the Low and Moderate Income Housing Act. And Sakarchi had really tried to infuse many more housing units across the state and change significantly and infused about 30 different bills over the course of the last 2 years to really get more housing units and low and moderate income housing units across the state. So there were recently many bills that changed in the Rhode Island General Law 4553-4 that gave density bonuses. And those density bonuses are what you're seeing here that we have changed them in our local ordinances, and we got those changed back in September of last year. You don't see them in our current ordinances. They're on our website, but we haven't codified them yet.
So basically, John, the State Comprehensive Permit Act gives the developer those density bonuses and the ability to override our zoning.
Okay, so they take precedent over Article
Correct.
19, even though Article 19 says the more stringent requirement should apply.
That's correct.
And yes, now our Article 19 does have those density bonuses. When you go online and read our Article 19, it doesn't incorporate them yet because our Article 19 hasn't been codified yet.
Yeah, you had told me that there were some changes. I tried to go through them, but I didn't catch that. So thank you. I appreciate it. That density bonus waiver gives them a waiver for the number of units they can build, but as was mentioned earlier, it does not give them the right to all of these other variances that they have, distances between buildings and setbacks and lot coverage.
It actually does. It gives them what's called adjustments. They're no longer called variances. So as long as the adjustments
Okay,
are within the.
I can just,
Yeah.
I can just rip this up, huh? All right.
But we will look at the drainage piece and we're going to bring up the part of the vegetation. We do have control over that between
Yeah.
your lot.
Well, I mean, my feeling was that we, as residents in the town, are required to abide by Article 19. I would expect the developer to, and it turns out that he has, based on what you've said.
I just want to clarify that Article 19 is the comprehensive permit application, where an applicant can do a subdivision with at least 25% affordable units.
Yeah, but it also has a lot of other things in it too.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, well, I was going to request that you deny the proposal and ask for one that complies with the zoning ordinance. So I thank you for your time.
right,
You have
and
any
then
questions
again,
for?
Go ahead, Ryan. You had a question? No. We've captured all the comments and particularly the abutters comments, and we're going to have the developer address those.
No matter what is legally allowed, I honestly feel that putting that many units on that 3-acre site is inappropriate at best. But thank you.
Thank you. Would anyone else like to speak on this petition? We'll entertain another couple. Yes, sir.
Sorry if I move a little stiffly. My name is Jeffrey Reese. I'm from 191 Freeborn Street in Portsmouth, but that's where I live, and I own property at 120 Turnpike Avenue. My parents bought that. My brother David and I grew up there. They bought the property in probably 1951 and built the house that we grew up in. And we're looking at moving back as we get older, and we already are. My wife's pushing me to downsize into that, and I'm dragging my feet, and part of it's a lot of the same things that I've heard other people talk of. One of the biggest things, and it is the very much density in there. This doesn't, in a sense, this particular development doesn't, and the several people who mentioned looking at the bigger picture, that really needs to be done. And even if nothing happens and changes this, that should be done. And I guess that's sort of in your area, because it's a lot of developments, a lot of things. Growing up, Turnpike Avenue was two lanes. About 1955, 56, they widened it to the 4 lanes, and they've widened it since a couple of times to the point where if you look at the west side of Turnpike Avenue, and it's in a couple of the pictures they have there showing the line, because of the cemetery and where the park now was a school, they took the land from the other side. So my parents and all the houses up along that line are very close to the road. We actually, if you look at several of the houses along there, they're taking chunks of it. The house that's roughly across from the cemetery used to have a porch on it and used to have a front yard. And you walk out the front door now and you got that much and you're standing in Turnpike Avenue. So that's a push with all the increased traffic, because they started with basically stone walls in front of the yards. And now they're with the easements for power lines and such like that, they're crossing over some of the houses, starting off with CVS, 142 Turnpike, only a few feet in front of the hedge, and you're in the road. So any of these things are going to take houses if they do any more, and that goes along with both the traffic on 24 and all. So we're concerned, and the general traffic from getting to my house to any place else, if I got to cross Turnpike Avenue. Basically, I do as much as I can to avoid it and go along with people I swear they're stoplights, because as an older person, my reactions aren't as good, and you got to be with the so-called road diet. There's a lot of times where there's no two spaces, especially if you have to cross the middle line. And for the people coming out of this development, if they've got to come out of there, they may not be a large number, but and we don't know how many cars. There's two houses, 2 spots per house, but the actual number of people, that's probably a larger number. So you getting out there and crossing to the second lane is very difficult. Okay, let's start here. I'm bothered by the large number of changes that or variances are being requested, and I understand, having read the entire package the last couple of nights, why it is and what it is, but it's almost like the town has to look back at what the state has done, and I know basically it comes back on those of you who are trying to enforce that, but there must be some way we can get back to people and say, you can't push all this on people in that level of compaction, especially when you can't get out the back end or anything like that. We've got, was mentioned by my brother, I believe, for fire trucks and such. And theoretically, you could go across the church property, but only with difficulty, and you obviously don't have permission. I have another issue that's not exactly, doesn't fall within there, but this area was heavily farmed. The farmer, Lawrence Thurston, farmed that. He's buried in my cemetery, so I've checked him out. He was from 1910 to 1988. He farmed essentially up until the end, so he farmed to 86 or 87. He was heavily into use of pesticides. He grew potatoes, squash, and such like that. In that property, which is a small part of what he owned a place adjacent to Clearview where there's a number of what used to be Hodges Badge in that property there. So, and that was originally his property. With the heavy use of pesticides in that Clearview area, my wife and I, my brothers and family lived right next to that, and they knew a lot of people there. There was a very high incidence of cancer and Parkinson's and certain other things. I've got names of people, and I don't want to necessarily read them for the public now, but if you want, I can tell you.
Yeah, no, we got to bring it back to this particular.
Well, it's coming back to this because what I'm saying is where he farmed there, and then when we get back to, so we've got that incidence going on there, and there's people used to talk about especially when they were using dust for potato bugs and such, and the other things, paraquat and chlordane and.
Sorry.
Anyway, all those
Bring it
things
back 'cause it's not
cause
within our
problems.
purview. Thank you.
What I want to do here, though, is bring it back. He used the same stuff in the 97 Turnpike Avenue. The people on one side, the house is no longer there, but it's on the part of the property was torn down by the what's now Brown University's medically. The people there, several of them had cancer. People on the other end, just past the Pedia family, past the Methodist Church, and several other people in that area. And I don't know about the gentleman who spoke here. Maybe he's aware of, there was a large number of people who I've known who have cancer. So what I'm asking to do is to have some sort of survey be done. And generally, obviously he's been gone for almost 40 years, but a lot of that stuff goes down when you plow a farm field, and our friend could tell us about it. Basically, where the plow rests at the bottom, it forms a barrier for things dropping further down, and you'll see that if they're digging in the property, such that pesticides will accumulate down in there. Some of the things they used back in those areas were very persistent, like DDT and a number of things. One was 2,4-D, which if you follow, that's Agent Orange.
Sure, but again.
Okay,
it's
what
outside
I'm
our-
asking for
Thank
is some testing on that because I think that's there. But because when I'm looking at this picture here, I think somewhere on the order of about 55% of it's, about 40% at least, and probably more is going to be dug up in the property. You got rows that take up a large part of it, all the things, and you're going to dig down the septic systems, foundations. You're going to disturb all that contaminated soil. And I think that people should know about what's there and at least be aware of it. But potentially that may be a problem, especially if it's in the summer when it's dry or when it's wet. That stuff will come back out of solution, and it'll be spread to the people around there and into the water system. So I think there ought to be some sort of put into a condition on the system. I don't think we can stop it from now. The farming practices were what was conventional at that point, and he just used a lot more than most people. And so, okay, maybe a couple more things. Okay. But if that's the things I've seen is they put conditions on the situation. And
You're almost done.
I'll stop at that
Okay.
point, I guess.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your comments.
But I really,
A lot of them are-
I know that's an abnormal thing, but from this perspective of what's there, I mean, there's at least 50 years worth of stuff there. That barn that was there, it really wasn't a cow barn. It was a slaughterhouse. And actually, I haven't been in there since late Tony Sylvia owned the property. And all that stuff was still in when they were the equipment. And part of me would like to see that go to the Historical Society. I'm sure either way, even if this is cut back in some fashion, somebody will build something there, and those two buildings will go away. And I'd like to see that some of that passed along as part of what was the history. There was a meat market right next to there, and basically the two things fed on each other for many years. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So we got two more folks in line, and then we're going to cut off public comment. Mr. Anderson.
Hi,
Please.
Stephen here again. I almost, is there anything in the planning in the town for permeable and impermeable surface on this project?
I'm not following you.
The amount of water.
Well, they
It's-
did
it
a
is the
runoff
water.
calculation, and we're going to have
Okay.
the applicant rediscuss that.
And I only want to say one thing. Whenever we farm a piece of property, we do have the soil tested. He's not wrong on the piece, but around that building and the house is probably a piece that should be tested.
Well, that's outside our purview, so
Okay, that's
Okay.
just my 2 cents.
thank you.
You're
Appreciate
very
it.
welcome.
Thank you. Ma'am, you're the last one. Please state your name and address for the record.
Siobhan Thurston, 664 Union Street, the Almy Thurston Farm. I am a farmer. We are the caregivers of the land. I see that the LLC would like to use the best use, well, they want the most use out of their land. That was open space. I challenge you to have some open space. It looks like 10 pounds of poop in a 5-pound bag. There's been a lot of variances that have been requested, significant ones. There are 96 potential cars that need to park at this space, and they're making a big deal of 54 spaces. If you put 2 people in each bedroom that has a car each, and I know it's low and moderate income, have you driven around, Mr. Hall? That there's cars involved with everybody that moves into a place. That's a lot of action on that piece of roadway that's consistently, whether you've done a traffic study or not, hazardous today I came out of the cemetery. By the grace of God, I got across the roads and went up to the Clements. Now that happens every day. It doesn't matter which day. So you can do your studies and see that it's more compact between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. and then between 3 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. 5 days a week. That's horrific traffic. Somebody mentioned, and I don't remember the names, about the egress. Yes, there's no egress out of there except one. And also the egress out of the island, two, that merge on 24. Let's be considerate of our already clogged byways and highways. I respectfully request that you deny at least 50% of the recommendations that they're requesting. 45 feet request is 45 feet.
That's to the center line of the interior road, ma'am. That's
Right. So they're going to put parking all along there. That's only one of those units too. The first one was 2 feet. All right, I'll go with 2 feet. What happened to cluster housing? Why can't we have some open space? I see nothing. This was open space. It was a farm. And now you want to jam pack. You want more pennies for your bucks as an LLC. I get that. Everybody wants money. But let's look at our general impact of Turnpike Ave. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to stop the public comment. Mr. Russell, do you want to come back up to the podium and address some of the comments that we had from the abutters? I think a couple of ones I noted were access beyond the parcel. I think you explored that.
Sure.
The traffic, I just want you to recap that. I know that was a number of things people asked for. Mr. Camisa is interested in the buffer zone between his property and yours, which I think is mostly the south property line.
That's
And there's a
correct. That's
couple of
my
others. But
understanding.
if you could address those and.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Small, could I ask you to kindly come up? I'll start with, before Ms. Small comes up, I know another item that was brought up was about the fire equipment, the access. We had 2 technical review committees, as the board is aware, with, all of the applicable department heads, including the fire chief, and also the applicant spoke to the fire chief before this application was submitted. So we've had constant discussion with them. Some changes were made based on the recommendation of the fire chief and the department. And at the last TRC, we went through the latest design before you, and this is what came out of it. Am I right in that, Ms. Small?
Yes.
Thank you. So that was the first item that I
So
had.
could you just clarify too? I think the question was this cul-de-sac enlarged to meet the new fire dimension? And I think the answer was yes, but could you clarify that?
Yes, so what we learned was that the fire department, I believe it makes it a 90 feet diameter across the cul-de-sac that we would need. It used to be like 85 feet. But we put the fire truck on a cul-de-sac and actually measured it in real time for another project I worked on, and we made those adjustments on this project as well.
So this complies with the new fire truck?
This exceeds what the
Okay.
fire department gives you for their templates, but it meets what our fire truck in this town needs.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Small.
You're welcome.
And Mr. Chairman, if I miss one, please, obviously,
Go right
let me
ahead.
know. The first item that was brought up, I apologize, I can't remember by which member of the public, was the point about there only being one means of ingress and egress to this property. Obviously, this is a very, it's a pork chop sized property, or a dog leg, as we call it. It's very restricted and what you can do with it in terms of access. We looked at that, but given the surrounding properties, there was no way, no possible way to connect to an abutting property or come out with another way of ingress and egress. So our applicant looked at that, but this was ultimately the plan that ultimately came out after discussions with the town and through the 2 technical review committees, and then the opinion of Northeast Engineers in terms of the plan set before you. So that was the first one that I had. The second question that was posed was related, Ms. Small, to the septic system, the stormwater runoff, and the drainage, and then also about the soil studies. Could you kindly speak to the system that's proposed and how that will control the flow, runoff during rainstorms, snowstorms, et cetera? If you don't
Sure.
mind. Thank you.
So we have 2 different engineering pieces that question kind of wraps together. We have the septics and we have the drainage. I'll start with the drainage systems. The drainage systems include metered outlet structures. We've analyzed the design storms set by state law and the state stormwater regulations to ensure that the project proposes a reduction in that peak runoff to the different design points on this project. Basically, you have water that drains to Turnpike Ave. We have water that drains to the east, and then there's another watershed that goes to the north. You'll see there's no drainage feature on the very north end of the property. We've addressed that runoff and controlled that peak runoff by reducing the area that drains in that direction. So you do have a reduction in the runoff that goes north. You have a reduction in the runoff that goes east, and you have a reduction in the runoff that goes towards Turnpike Avenue. Keep in mind, you don't have to take my word for everything. We are still subject to 2 state reviews that are going to focus on stormwater. If they do not agree with our calculations in our analysis, we'll be making changes to those designs to ensure that there's no adverse impacts to the downhill properties. DOT will focus mainly on Turnpike Ave, but they look at the entire project, and DEM will look at everything in their RIPTES review. The second part of the question was associated with the septic systems. So we've designed 3 different septics for the 6 buildings. 2 buildings will go into each leach field. We have septic tanks at each structure, a pre-treatment system at each structure, and then that shared leach field that's shared by 2 buildings each. Those septics will have to be reviewed by the state of Rhode Island. What we've done so far is we've done 3 different sets of test holes on this property. The state has witnessed every single hole that we've done on this property. They're on record at DEM. We've used the most suitable locations to make sure that we have the best septic systems for this area. And the septics shown on this plan have been sized based on those test holes and that data. So we've made sure that the proposed fill that we have placed in grading on the site works for the septic systems that we reflect on these plans, and that those leach field areas provide the minimum separation or more from the water table depth that we've analyzed. I agree, one of the neighbors mentioned that the water table rises in the winter months or your wet season. That's true. When we do those water table tests, the soil evaluator actually gets in the hole with the state, and they read those different features in the soil, and there's actual staining in the soils that show you how high that water table has ever gone. And that's what we design on, the absolute worst. So most of the time, the water table is lower, but we design for that very estimated seasonal high water table, which, for what it's worth, every wet season, it doesn't get that high. That's why if you are monitoring your water table on your site, there's a correction factor where the state adds. So you read your pipe and you say the water table is down 5 feet. And if you look at the state correction factor, they'll say add 3 feet to that. So now your water table is only 2 feet. So we base it off the very, very worst. So it's a very conservative design. that will, and again, those septic system designs are all subject to state review, so they will be reviewed by the DEM.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And also too, the plan we're looking at obviously is the plan showing the buildings, the interior roadway and the utility system. So this plan obviously doesn't show landscape or any green space. The applicant could have done one or two larger buildings. And if they had even gone with more LMI, they could have, put more units here. They felt, again, being local residents, they wanted to do this right and be consistent with the surrounding communities. So, you can take a look at that landscaping plan that was submitted, and it looks a little bit better than to the eye than what you're looking at now. Mr. Chair, did I miss? We hit drainage, access.
Drainage, septic, runoff,
Oh, I have.
traffic, and the fire truck. That was what you just talked about, was the soils. That's not in our purview.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you meant soil testing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else I missed from members of the board?
Just a few of the abutters brought up the traffic density, which was addressed.
All the abutters didn't get a chance to speak.
I'm sorry, ma'am. We heard as many as we possibly can. We had to keep moving here.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Tibbetts, would you like to hear again from Mr. Heller, or did you have a question?
No, I feel comfortable on that, and just recognizing some of the abutters' common themes. I think just very well stated by Ms. Small on the abutters runoff concerns. There's at least 3 abutters that readdress that. I feel very confident. You spoke well to that. Again, the traffic concerns, personally, we heard from the professional traffic engineer. And so with regard to this, I think that weighs heavily, for us. I'll just state that. And, and in terms of traffic and traffic density, there isn't a density. Granted, it's within the density bonus that you get. But I'm sympathetic to the abutters' traffic concerns, but I think it's a problem that's, your developers have rights, and, you're within those rights. I think, the impact that you're causing minimally, relative to another petitioner that came before us and have their development rights, just points more to my, larger point. I don't hold that against you guys. I feel comfortable with that.
Thank you.
The last point I had was Mr. Camisa's property. You were going to address the buffer zone between his and it's that south line.
Sure. So obviously, I don't know. It's Mr. Samisa. I'm sorry. I apologize if I, thank you for your comment. Camisa? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Camisa. Obviously, we've presented the plan. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at it in the specifics and the plantings and whatnot that are there, which outline it a little more in detail. We're happy to give you that plan if you like. Okay.
Copy of the plan. Submittal for.
Sure.
Yes, I would like to talk to Matt or someone about that. Well, you can see where my garden is there. There's.
Yes. Yeah, so hey, John, you got to come to the podium if you're going to talk so we can get it on the record. Thank you. That's all right.
I will meet with them and discuss what would be an appropriate buffer.
Great. Thank you.
Okay?
Yep. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's what we want.
And Mr. Camisa, I apologize. I did have it here. You could say. So I apologize for it was on the second page, but I did speak with Mr. Locascio and Mr. Hadfield at the break, and they'd be more than happy to speak with Mr. Camisa about coming up with a reasonable proposal with vegetation between the properties.
Great.
So thank you.
Anything else on your side, John?
No, that's it on our end. If Mr. Chair or the members of the board, had any other questions for me or any of the experts or the applicants.
Does the board have any more questions of the applicant? Okay.
All right, thank you. Just closing remarks. Thank you again, everyone. We appreciate it. I know it's the holiday season and it's a late night. So thank you for listening to our proposal. And lastly, I just say, based on our presentation this evening and the materials provided to date, submitted to the board, we believe that we have satisfied the standards applicable to the project and that the board should approve this project as submitted and presented before you this evening.
So you're here for preliminary plan review,
Correct.
and it's under the comprehensive permit project, so we've asked them to go back and, so if the board desires to grant preliminary, we still want them to talk with the abutters on the vegetation. That can still take place.
I would recommend that they do have to come back, and final plan is administrative approval for a comprehensive permit. Usually for final plan, I would approve everything. And with this landscape plan, I find it very hard to implement since there's nothing on here that says a specific number. So I would have a condition that there be a very detailed landscape plan. So if there's anything that the applicant and Mr. Camisa decide, and we heard testimony that there was a conversation with the applicant in the Community Methodist Church. I need specifics. So if I approve the landscape plan upon the finalization of the construction, I need to go out there and certify that it was done properly. There's nothing on this landscape plan that shows specifically what is being done. So I would like a more detailed landscape plan, as well as any future communications with any of the other abutters that, though they're gonna decide that they want to now communicate with the applicant for potential bufferings. I would like to really see a detailed landscape plan.
Thank you, Ms. Hitchens. Mr. Chairman, members of the board, certainly we can agree to provide a more detailed landscaping plan to Ms. Hitchens and staff upon the final approval. If that pleasures
Yeah,
you.
that's-
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions from our board members? You're good?
I'm all set. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, what's the pleasure of the board? This is, again, to remind everyone, this is for preliminary plan review, comprehensive permit project, as Leah stated, according to state law. If we approve it as a board, the administrative officer would have final plan review, and we'd have to put in any conditions within our motion, if you will.
Motion, if you will.
Motion, if you will.
All right, I'll just start again by adding another thought. There's also a lot of concerns about the relief requested, and sympathetic to that as well. I think, just to kind of reiterate some statements here and there, is we do have a strong responsibility to heavily weigh the LMI benefits being offered. So relief concerns are valid. Adjustments are allowed, though, and overall we've had a lot of we've been in this forum and questioned these things a lot, and it's clear from the language that there's a lot of weight to that, and that these relief concerns don't really outweigh the need for affordable housing in the town. So it's complicated with the traffic densities, everything else. I think there's some good points by the butters that we can all look at in the broad picture. But with that said, I'll go ahead and make a motion to grant preliminary plan approval, comprehensive permit project pursuant to RIGL 45-53-4, which is the LMI Act, for the development of 24 residential units, with 6 units being designated as LMI. With consideration in the motion for relief for the minimum side yard setbacks for each building. Would you like me to give the numbers, or I'll start with as depicted in the preliminary plan?
I think you can
me
cite
to
the
read
staff
the
report.
So I'll say, as depicted in the preliminary plan and on the staff report, for 6.2% relief from the maximum building and parking lot area coverage requirement, for relief of the maximum building height, that's 1.5 feet from buildings 1 through 5, 2.1 feet for building 6. For relief from requirements for building separation, as depicted in the preliminary plan and staff report. For relief from minimum requirements for setback to the center line for the interior roadway, depicted by the preliminary plan. For relief from the minimum requirement for setback to the buildings to the parking area, again, as depicted in the preliminary plan and the staff report. With consideration, the final plan approval will be contingent on a detailed specific landscaping plan and discussion with the butters, such as Mr. Camisa, on reasonable buffer zone landscaping considerations. And this should go without saying, but we'll just add consideration for RIPD's permits, septic system permit, and consideration that the Design Review Committee feedback for architectural considerations is still pending. Did I miss anything, Mr. Chair?
Yeah, on page 20.
Yes.
In the staff report, if you could cite those, Mr. Tippett, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 findings of fact that have to be incorporated. And that the Design Review Board will be able to conduct a review of the architectural of the here.
Yeah, my screen's not coming up, sorry. Incorporating as well the 6 findings of fact for each of the following standards. 1, the proposed development is consistent with local needs identified in the local comprehensive community plan. Emphasis on the community affordable housing plan, and has satisfactorily addressed the issues where there may be inconsistencies. 2, the proposed developments in compliance with the standards provisions of the municipality zoning ordinance and subdivision regulations, and/or where adjustments are requested by the applicant, that the local concerns have been affected by the relief granted do not outweigh the state and local need for LMI housing. 3, all LMI housing units proposed integrated throughout the development are compatible in scale and architectural style to the market rate units within the project and will be built and occupied prior to or simultaneous with the construction and occupancy of the market rate units. 4 of 6, there will be no significant negative impacts on the health and safety of current or future residents of the community in areas including but not limited to safe circulation of pedestrian, vehicular traffic, provision of emergency services, sewage disposal, availability of potable water, adequate surface water runoff, the preservation of natural, historical, or cultural features that contribute to the attractiveness of the community. 5, proposed land developments in all subdivision lots will have adequate and permanent physical access to a public street in accordance with requirements of 45-23-60, paragraph A5. And the last provision 6, the proposed development will not result in the creation of individual lots with any physical constraints to development that building on those lots according to pertinent regulations and building standards would be impractical unless created only as permanent open space or permanently reserved for a public purpose on approved recorded plans. End of motion.
In the motion. Do we have a second on the motion? Kate, a second. Any further discussion on the motion? I'm going to call for a vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay. I think that completes our special meeting agenda, and we will move to adjourn.
Do you wanna, can we adjourn?